Hi, my name is Samantha Irabor and you are watching Marital Values. Have you ever wondered what it means when people say you're married in sickness and in health, through thick and thin? Well, today I have a pastor with me and a mother of 10, a wife for 41 years, and we are going to be talking about that. I'm going to be asking her questions about that. And our topic today actually is remaining with your spouse when you're married in sickness and in health. Join me to welcome Pastor Carol.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So you specifically wanted to talk about this topic. Why is that?
Because it's important that people understand when you marry, it is no matter what, you stay married. You know, you work through your difficulties, and a lot of people have sometimes sicknesses going on in their relationship, and they don't know how to cope. They don't know how to deal with it. They want to run, they want to cheat, they want to do whatever, and that's not biblical. You know, you stay with them no matter if they're healthy or sick. It's a covenant that you make between a man and a woman.
So how do you cope with a spouse that can no longer function the way they used to function in the early days of marriage?
It can be difficult, because I want to be real. It can be difficult. There's days. My husband has dementia, and he was diagnosed maybe 4 years now.
Oh.
And I believe God for a miracle, but until the miracle manifests, he's going down, spiraling downward. Memory is short. Short-term memory is not good at all. Long-term memories, he remembers the good old days, but the short ones he doesn't remember. And it's very difficult to now, the man that you love, the man that you spent 41 years with, the love of your life, and now they can't function the same way, can be very difficult and can be very challenging. And even, you know, sometimes just taking this man and helping him and not take away his dignity as a man, but to help redirect him, help him do better or to complete his task is very challenging.
I can imagine that. I want to bring out the part where you said not taking his dignity, because that can easily happen.
Right.
Knowing that he really cannot remember a lot of things and he's not the person that he used to be.
Right.
It takes integrity not to even do that. And even as Christians, sometimes it could be tough not to do that. You just do it and you think you can get away with it.
Right.
You know, so thank you for saying that and just bringing that out, that that's not okay to do that.
Right.
So how do you cope?
Well, I have to remember, and I tell myself every day, because sometimes, like, he is the most gentle person in the whole wide world. But with the sickness, sometimes you can have a little bit of anger, snappiness, you know, say things that you're like, who are you? What kind of monster? Where did you come from? Mars or where? But I have to remember to not take it to my heart, because I know it's not him, it's the disease. It's not him, because he is very loving. He opens doors, he just loves on you, he washes dishes, he cooks, he's a good man. So when he can't do those things, or when I redirect him and he gets like, why? You know, snippy and like, you know, or say things that might feel a little uncomfortable, I have to remember not to charge it to my heart, because it's not him.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That is beautiful. So would you advise, or would you say it's okay to get a divorce if it becomes like a burden to you? Like yours it's a lifelong.
Right.
You don't know, you believe in God for it to be cured, but as far as it goes now, it's going to get worse. You know, scientifically, actually, it's going to get worse. So would you advise, say, someone who's not even married 41 years, say 2 years into marriage, and this is now going to be a lifelong, would you advise a divorce if they can't stay?
Absolutely not, because you made a covenant in front of God to marry that person forever and ever and stay married. So, I mean, if the roles were reversed, I would hope he wouldn't put me away.
True.
That he would love on me and take care of me like I would take care of him. So there's no reason for a divorce. This is my plight. This is my walk. This is what God has me going through right now. And there's something there that I need to grow and be strong. And in the end, it's going to make me stronger, not weaker.
That's true. Those are powerful words. Powerful words. So in the days when you live with someone that your spouse that you're taking care of, and the days where they don't want you to take care of them, how do you do that? Like you said, your times he will question you.
You find all kinds of ways to do it. Sometimes it's a little, like, I know he likes, some sweets or, or a special tea that I make for him, and I'll be like, oh, come on, honey, come sit down. I said, because he wanders or whatever. I said, babe, come sit with me. I'll make you a cup of tea. Especially when I've tried to get him to do this, to sit, and he won't. So I'll try another way. You just got to find different tactics to get to redirect to help him to be successful and to not be hurt. Because the main thing is to keep him from being hurt or be in danger.
Okay. So what gives you that strength? Where do you find comfort? I would imagine your days where you're really like just tired or probably questioning God and saying this is too much. What motivates you?
Prayer. Trusting God, because there are days when I want to cry because I don't sleep good at night. I'm not going to put him in a facility. I'm going to take care of him. So a lot of times when he gets up at night, I have to always be on guard. And I don't like sleeping with my door shut because I get claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So I don't want him wandering around the house. I don't know where he's going. So I sleep with one eye open and one eye closed. So I have a lot of nights where I don't get a lot of sleep. But somehow God has been my strength. He's helped me. And then I know that, like, at night, maybe when he's sleeping, I pray over him and pray in the Spirit, which helps me and builds me up to fight another day. Because if I didn't have God, I probably wouldn't make it.
Absolutely.
But thank God for him, because that's the thing that keeps me rooted and grounded.
That's good. That's good, Pastor Carol. So what would you advise people who are actually going through this now and just want to throw in the towel?
Don't give up. Pray. Try to have compassion. As Christ had compassion on us, we must have compassion on each other. We must care about each other. We're human beings. He's a human being. He just has a disadvantage right now. So it would be horrible to be cruel to him when he doesn't deserve that. So I encourage everybody to just, if you're in this situation, just pray and fast and just believe and love on your spouse. Just love on them. Because every now and again, he gets that clear, that like where his head is clear, and he'll just wake up and he'll say, I love you so much. And that is worth $1 million.
That is beautiful. That keeps you going, even if that's what you get in that day.
Yes.
Knowing that, okay, he can say this thing to me.
Yes.
I want to continue to help him so that maybe tomorrow he'll wake up and say the same thing to me.
I like that. That's right. Definitely.
So, I did have a friend that we talked about this, and she was like, wait, if someone is young, very young, I know you just talked a little bit about it. Someone is very young and now maybe a car accident or something. We don't have kids and he's bedridden. I'm just at the age of 25. How do I cope? Like my whole life, and he cannot walk or have kids anymore. How do I cope? It's like my own. It's not just his life that has gotten to kind of an end for me. Mine, it's like, has gotten to an end. What do you advise that kind of person? Because it's really hard.
It's hard, and it will be a challenge, but I still go back to the same thing. When I went to the altar, I said, till death do us part, sickness and in health. It doesn't matter if he's poor, rich, hurt. It's a commitment that I cannot break before God. That doesn't give me the right, because he's sick, to go out and start cheating or find another man, find another boo. He is my boo. And I still call him my boo.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I do love that. People out there need to know, we don't pray that happens to anybody.
Absolutely.
But these things happen.
It does.
And people need to know how to cope with it. Some people might find help externally, their parents, your siblings could help. Just, I would say, find someone who you can also talk to, like an outlet.
A support group. I don't belong to a support group. My church family is in my support group. And I thank God that our church looks out for my husband
Mm-hmm.
when I'm running around doing things.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the security, this department, that everybody's looking out for Pops. You know, they call him Pastor Pops, so they love him. They love him. So everybody, and I thank God for that extended family.
Mm-hmm.
Because it helps me to continue doing what I do, what I'm called to do, without neglecting my husband.
So people need to reach out too.
Yes.
You know, just about leaning up and not talking about it or sharing. People, not everybody knows what you're going through.
Right.
You know, Pops is very popular, so
Nobody knows.
people can easily come around him, and he's very warm and welcoming.
Yeah, he's a
You know,
sweetheart.
but other people might not be like that. But if you're in a situation like that, you should be able to speak up. One person or two persons that you know. You don't want to gossip about it, and you don't
Right.
want them to gossip about it. A strong support that you know you can get.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Pastor Carol.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you coming. And I know what you're going through. You're a strong woman. I have
Yes,
to tell you
I
that
am.
with 10 children.
Yes.
With 10 children, you are a strong woman. And a strong woman of God. You're someone that I have so much respect for and I admire a lot.
God bless
So
you.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you got one or two things. I will see you again next week. Until then, God bless. My name again is Marital, and this is Marital Values.